Hi, you guys. I know y'all are looking like, bitch, where the hell you been? I'm trying to get my tablet to sit right so y'all can see me because it's a gloomy day. And as you can see, I am on my couch. Trying to catch up on Survivor and all of that. Waiting on my green tea, my yogi tea to cool off a little bit. I'm drinking the super antioxidant tea, and it says a relaxed mind is a creative mind, and the other one says love is an elevated self. Great quotes. So I know y'all been wondering what's going on with me. As y'all can see, my hair is like in pigtails, tucked at the end. It's because I'm about to take it down, grease it, oil it, and put it back up in these two braids. So where I left off was, me telling you that I was coming back, and, after I had my surgery, and I showed you how much, my stomach had been and things like that. Well, after I had my gastric sleeve surgery, it was like a roller coaster. I ended up having like 15 hospital visits, declared anorexic because I was only like on water for a month, because that's all that I could take in without my stomach hurting or feeling sick. So that meant that I was getting dehydrated. So that was a lot of hospital visits, and they could not figure out what was wrong with me. And it started taking a toll on me. I had been to 5 hospitals, and nobody could find out what was wrong with me. I ended up having a second surgery where they took out my gallbladder, thinking that was the problem. And they took my gallbladder out on a Thursday and discharged me like Saturday or Sunday. And I was right back at the main hospital by Tuesday. And they kept me for a week, did all the tests, ended up putting Botox shots at the bottom of my stomach to try to relax it. I had a TPN line. If you don't know what that is, that's pretty much where it's a food line. They pretty much give you nourishment through your IV. Me, I had a PICC line because I'm a hard stick. So they ran it through my arms. I don't know if you can see those dots right there. And yes, I still have big ass fucking arms. And yeah, those holes right there. That was from my PICC line. That was from another PICC line. But these 3 were the main ones. And then they ran it all the way up through here. And then to my chest to, get the line in. And that hurted so bad. He said because I had scar tissue. Because I had I've had PICC lines so many times that it created, scar tissue. I'm telling y'all, I'm really trying to... Okay, that's perfect for me. So, once I got out of the hospital with that... Well, when I was in the hospital, they kind of noticed that my mind was not right. That I was, depressed. I wanted it dark in my room. Nobody open the drapes, close the door... Don't be peeking through the blinds. None of it. No. So, my mom ended up coming to town. I was so high on drugs. Fat came and saw me, and he said he stayed for 30 minutes, and I slept through the whole visit. And I was like, when you come? He said, exactly. So... My mom came, and my mom came, and King brought the kids because he picked my mom up from the airport. And this was just not stay, so I guess we're just gonna do it like that. So he picked my mama up from the airport and then brought the kids, and that was the only way that I got up and got out of that bed and out of my room and walked. Because as soon as my kids came through the door, I was like so happy. I was like, Kaylee, you want to go snacks? Because she knows after so many hospital visits and her coming to see me, she knew that every hospital had snacks. I was like, you want to go get a snack? Yes, mine. Yes, mine. So I got Kylie and I was holding her and went to the snack portion of the floor and let Kaylee get whatever she wants. She got whatever she wanted. I said, you want to go see the fishies? She said, yes, mine. So I took her. I walked all the way down the hall, around the corner, around another corner, and took her to see the fishes. And my doctor was like, the nurses was like, oh my God, you're out of your bed. And I'm like, yeah, my kids are here. I don't have a choice. When it comes down to my kids, mommy mode comes in. Y'all see my shirts? Yes. Boop. Catch the dirt. If you know who I'm talking about, yeah. Love you too, boo. The kids came, my mom came or whatever like that. And then my, how should I put it? My father and his wife and grandson came down. I was pretty much at a point where I was losing my life. I was. And so that's why they were desperate to do whatever they needed to do. Because I was being declared, anorexic. And I just wasn't holding down food. I wasn't holding down liquids. I wasn't holding down anything. And baby, let me tell you something. Them IV meds, that's some good shit. When I got ready to leave, I was like, can you just leave that in and, just give me the IV meds and I can put it in myself? Because I'm telling you, oh, Jesus, that's some good sleep. But, okay, anywho, so they came down and, we all went to the waiting room and whatever. Then my nurse, she's going to come get me in a little bit. So she came and got me. And I was like, okay, if I don't see y'all, after right now, then love y'all, whatever. But I have to go get back in the bed and, get my meds or whatever. And my meds are going to make me go to sleep. So, and, my sister and her husband came, to see me also. So then, I got out of that hospital and I was doing pretty good. But while I was in the hospital, my surgeon, Dr. Kim, who did my gastric sleeve. Yes, it's the Dr. Kim that you see on TV and on the commercials, on the billboards and everything like that. Yes, he's the one who did my surgery. So he came to see me and he does not have privileges at that hospital. So he just came to see me and he just wanted to know. He was like, I think you're depressed. I think you're getting some depression. We're going to try some Cymbalta. Try to see if we can get you, I think the motivation is gone. Excuse me. I've been up since like 6 something with the girls getting them ready to go. So he thought, putting me on Cymbalta and things like that. Okay. So I went home. And I stayed off my feet. And I just noticed that I was just slowly but surely going into a shell. And little things will start to tick, tick, tick on me. Like, Kaylee keep talking to me. And, Kylie's crying and things of that nature. It was just taking its toll on me. So I was just like, I kept trying to get into a psychiatrist, because it was time for me to go back to work. And I'm like, I'm not going back to work. I can't go back to work with my mind like this. I will snap on a motherfucker quick. Just, yeah, bitch, it's the same. It's not what you want. So no, you might not want to send me, back to work. So they was like, well, you need to find a psychiatrist. I tried to find a psychiatrist. Everybody was like, oh, I can't get you in until April. Keep in mind, this is in February. I'm like, I'm in crisis mode right now. I need my meds changed. And nobody could get me in, okay? So one day I woke up and my phone was messed up. It wasn't dialing out or anything like that. So I got up, put on some clothes, and I went and I took it to the, Metro PCS. Excuse me. And he was like, well, it looks like you have a virus. So I'm going to have to order you a new phone. Do you have another phone that you can use? I was like, yeah, I have it at home. So I went home, charged the phone up for an hour, and then came back. And, he switched out my phone or whatever so I could use that phone. And then I came back to the house. And I don't know why, but I felt like that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. I pretty much, had lost it at that point. There was no more talking. You know what I'm saying? There was no more. And I was home alone, and this is not easy. That's why I'm trying to set this up so y'all can see me. Okay. So, I'm like, you know what? I can't take this anymore. I can't do it. So, I went and got some sleeping pills, and I took them. Is it better lighting if I go this way? Can you see? Can you see? Yeah. Okay. Y'all bear with me. I'm telling y'all. Y'all know I'm used to being like in my bathroom or at my makeup table. But I was like, so I went to the bathroom and I took like 40 sleeping pills. And I'm just sitting there waiting for them to kick in and just put me to sleep permanently. I was done. I was tired. I felt like my kids were better off without me. And, King could get over it. He'll find somebody else or whatever, but not too soon, because I will haunt his ass if he try to bring another bitch around my kids. Just saying. So, like this tea is like, oh, that's good. I never had this one before. I actually put a little lemon juice in there because I like lemon juice. So I was like, my kids are better off. So I took the pills, sitting there waiting for them to kick in. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, when Kaylee comes through the door, she automatically tries to come find me. And I don't want my kids to walk in on me like that. Just dead. So I went to the bathroom. I made myself, for the first time ever in life, I made myself throw up all those pills. This was like, it only had been like 10, 15 minutes. So they were still in my stomach. So I grabbed my knapsack, which is what I usually take to the doctor's office, because every time I went to the doctor's office, they would always be sending me to the hospital to admit me. So I kept like a toiletry bag or whatever. So I grabbed my laptop, my chargers, my phone, and I went to Springwood. behavioral hospital. I actually went to the emergency room, and they were like, oh, you need to go to Springwood. We'll have somebody walk you over. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking this is like right next door or something like this. This motherfucking bitch took me all the way down the fucking parking lot and around the corner. I said, baby, look, I just did valet parking. Do I need to get my truck? I'm too fat for this. I ain't walked, and She was like, no, it's just right here. I'm like, okay. So we get there. I get in there. They start asking me questions. They ask me questions about, my history or whatever like that. If you don't know my history, I was molested by my father from ages 3 to 8. I was beaten in a relationship, drugged down 3 flights of stairs. I would hide in bushes, and he would come find me and pull me out and beat my ass, pretty much. I've been raped before. It's a lot of things that have happened to me that also contributes to my trust issues with anyone. Because I've had so much betrayal in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I pretty much signed the papers and committed myself to a mental hospital. And nobody really knew except for immediate family. And again, my friend Mika. And, I called her crying. I was like, they're going to take my phone. They're going to take my laptop, my tablet. She was like, they're going to take your stuff. You get to write down phone numbers. There's 2 phones in there. I've already called. I'm like, okay. Now, when you've never been into a mental hospital, all you can do is go based on what you see on TV. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck did I just do? Y'all know I don't like body fluids. So, motherfuckers, I'm like, oh, please. Like, you think you're going to see motherfuckers walking around there slobbing and shit. And in the room banging on doors because they fucking crazy as fuck. You think you going to see motherfuckers shitting and pissing on themselves and all of that. And I'm like, oh my God, what I just do? Like, go, give me that paper back. I don't want to come in here no more. But that's what I needed. But lo and behold, when I walked in, I was crying so much. The nurse came in. She was very nice. She was like, why are you crying? She was like, you need to do this for your kids and you need to get better for your kids or whatever. So she, walks me around the facility or whatever like that. And it was people like you see at the mall, you see at the grocery store, normal people. Ain't nobody slobbering. Ain't nobody tripping out. You share a room with someone. Now that is what I had a concern about. Who's my roommate? Do I need to sleep with one eye open? Because I don't play that bullshit. No, I will fuck a motherfucker up in this bitch. So they was like, no, your roommate is so-and-so, so-and-so. She's actually getting discharged tomorrow. So I thought I was going to have a room by myself. As soon as she left, they put somebody else right back in there. In her bed within like 2 hours. So I'm like, okay, looking at this person like, you a little quiet. I don't really do quiet people. You know what I'm saying? But the first day I just sat at the table and I just cried. And this Pepe Le Pew, curly-haired, beautiful girl came up to me and she was like, this is your first time in here? It's okay. It's mine too. I just got here yesterday. My name is, such and such and such. And it'll be okay or whatever. We clicked right off the bat. So ever since then, we've been like that. So we hung out or whatever. And we noticed that there was another black girl there. But she was keeping to herself. And she looked mad to the motherfucker. I was like, oh no, boo-boo. yeah, leave you alone. So she, saw me and such sitting on the couches, and she was like, can I sit with y'all? And we was like, sure, sit right there. And again, we were like this, all three of us. That was my crew. We raised hell up in that motherfucker, for real. We raised hell up in that motherfucker. Like, we was getting into it with patients. We was getting into it with nurses. We was getting into it with anybody. You see one, you see all. And then it was an older lady. She came part of the crew. And it's like, and then another girl became part of the crew. And it's like, again, we rolled in packs. That's how it was. We rolled in packs. So, so it was this one, I'm going to tell y'all. So it was this one, aide there. And she was from the main hospital, because the main hospital is next door. And like, everywhere we would go, she would follow us. And like, she would just sit there and just watch us. Not everybody, but just us. And you know what? It was pissing us off. So we was like, what the fuck you looking at? Like, what is it? Can we fucking help you? And so we asked her that, can we help you? And she was like, no, I'm just checking to make sure. I said, we good. My little sister was like, did anybody ask for her? We were like, nope. Did nobody ask for you, so you can be gone. We was like getting in her ass, so she kept pissing us off. She was like, cause y'all know, I'm a motherfucking cusser. Oh, fucking well, I'm a cusser. So she was like, ladies, can y'all like keep the cussing, no profanity? And we was like, we looked at her, we all was like, bitch, please. And that's exactly what we said to her. Get the fuck on. So we started cussing even louder, just to piss her off. So then, this is what we did. There was one room where it was like all the activities were. And then there was another room that had the lunch table. And then it had like couches you can kind of pull out as sleepers. So, she kept pissing us off. So what did we do? We trashed the room that had all the activities. We trashed it. Food, drinks, all that everywhere. Then we went and got what we call catch couches. We went and caught couches, and we just fucked that shit up too. We threw chips, milk, soda, anything you can fucking think of. We trashed that bitch and got up at 10:30 and went to bed, laughing our asses off down the hall. So when we get to the room, everybody's in their room, and we can hear her. This is ridiculous. Do we need to go wake them up? Because this is ridiculous. Look at this. Now keep in mind, housekeeping gone for the day. So she the one who had cleaned up that shit. That's why we did it. So, she was pissed. She was mad at the motherfucker. But when we got up the next morning, she was still there. Everything was spotless. Oh, we was laughing our ass off. Laugh our ass off. So that was one of the ladies. Then I got into it with the therapist, the group therapist that was there. I cussed her ass out. I was like, bitch. Cause she's, she was like on some rah fly shit, and the shit was pissing me off. And she was targeting me. And I told her, I was like, don't do that, because that's the first way for me to fuck you up. Because before, they can get in here, I'll be already on your ass. Don't fuck with me. And I said that in front of the entire group. And my crew just looking like everybody set up and was looking at her like, bitch, bust a move. And I told them, I got it. So they sat back, and I took care of it. And I was like, see, we might need to have a fucking private conversation, because you like by 2 seconds for me being on your ass. Because I'm about to fuck you up. That's what's going to happen. I'm about to fuck you up. So she had the aide come in the room. And I'm like, baby, please. This is my boo thing. Gay. Is all I do. I said, he can't stop me from getting your ass, because the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask him politely to move out of my way. And if he doesn't, then I will move him politely out of my way. And he was standing there looking like, yeah, she really will. She really will. And I'm not going to come between you. I know it's my job, but no. You on your own. So she, had the little fucking smirk, gonna try to give me a spot. So I reported her ass to the boards, called my sister. She reported her ass to the boards, head of the thing, just everything. Reported her ass, and she never did a group meeting after that. So then I'm like, okay, hold on, let me get some of this tea since it done cooled off. So I got out of mental hospital, which was not easy, because I was, my sisters were leaving before me. And me and my best little sister, we left together right after family meeting. We was hurry up, packed our goddamn bags to get the fuck up out of there, baby. And then Fat Daddy came. And he came to a couple, and I had not was able to physically see him or touch him or hold him or anything like that for the whole entire time that I was there, because he could not come visit me because he had the kids. Now, the one time that I did see my kids was I was at the window and he had to bring me more clothes, and they happened to be up. So I'm like, okay. So, Kaylee comes to the window. All of my crew is at the window looking at my kids, because I talk so much about them. And they're like, oh my God, they are so cute, so cute. So I had one of the other visitors, you make shit in there or whatever. So I had made stuff for Kaylee and Kylie. And I had them put it in the window in front of me, because I knew that they weren't going to be able to come in. They were only going to be able to drop off my clothes and leave, because no one under 16 can, visit. Well, Kaylee was so happy to see me. I'm like, hi, baby. Hi, baby. You can tell she's like, Mommy, Mommy. So she kind of thought like it was like the other hospital, that I had been to. And that it was, where she could come in and see me. And once he said, come on, Kaylee, let's go. I know she said, no, I want to see my mommy. And he said, no, you can't see her, because when they came back to the window to get ready to leave, I saw the look on her face, and I knew she was going to start crying. And then Kylie was reaching for me, and when they went to the car and I saw she started crying, I broke down all the way. Now, this is doing family group. And all of my crew, families came. They come every day. And they left their families to comfort me. And I really appreciated that, because for my kids your kids, they your heartstrings. So I got out, and I was on good drugs. I had got my psych meds right. Then we did, I entered in something called PHP, and it's pretty much where you go every day except for like Wednesdays. And you go and you have classes from 9 to 3, and they teach you how to cope with your illness or whatever. Okay. did that. Now I am in IOP, which is intense outpatient therapy, and I go 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, from like 6 to 9. And it's okay or whatever. I still keep in touch with my little sisters. Something they ain't doing right or something's going on, y'all know me, I dig deep in that ass. Nobody gets spared. They know I will get deep in their ass if they ain't doing right. But I just wanted to come and just like touch on that part about mental illness, because Beautiful Brown Baby Doll did a video about, mental illness or whatever. And it really inspired me because she said everything in a nutshell. I'm no different than you or anybody else. I just have a mental problem. You know what I'm saying? I have a chemical imbalance. And that's a result of things that has happened to me in the past and things of that nature. Now, to sum it all up, I pretty much diagnosed with major depressive disorder, PTSD, schizophrenia, and I have a little touch of, just a little touch of multiple personality syndrome. Y'all know my alter ego, Nikki. That is my multiple personality syndrome. And when things are getting bad and things are not right, I will go in and I will let her come out. And she will take over if she feels like I can't handle it. So when I was getting molested, I didn't remember anything. That's because she kind of took it all, if that makes sense. If you don't know what multiple personality is, please look it up and that'll explain it. So I pretty much have to take like a bunch of fucking pills every day to help me cope with my anxiety and help me, just be able to cope. And, I love my group that I'm in because I'm able to get how I feel out. Because, King doesn't understand mental illness at all. So, that's what's been going on. I just been going through a lot. I have just learned that I have nerve damage on both of my legs. I have to wear knee braces, special knee braces and ankle braces. My legs swell really, really bad. I have hyperthyroidism, which is pretty much I have an underactive thyroid. So thyroid in a female controls everything, especially weight. I am now at a size 250 in an 16, 18 pants and a 2X shirt because y'all know I got some big titties that ain't go nowhere. So, other than that, that's it. I'm not putting this on there for anybody to judge me. I'm not here for the negative fucking comments. I'm not here for none of that shit because you will get cussed out and you will get blocked. Boop. I forgot his name, but I love him on Instagram. But yeah. So don't come with the bullshit because I will cuss you the fuck out and then block you. Some of y'all have tried me before and y'all have gotten that response. I don't play that shit. Don't come at me sideways because I'm coming at you with my truth. My truth is not your truth. So don't go there with me. Don't tell me, oh, well, just give it over to God. I gave it over to God and I'm using the resources that I have, and that's medication and doctors. Won't he do it? All right then. Praise God. Thank you, Jesus. All I can say is if you have a mental illness, don't be ashamed of it because you're not alone. Don't think that you have to make this fight on your own. Me checking myself into a mental institution was the best thing that I could have ever done in my life. It actually got me the help that I need. And I have a support group now, a support system that if I need, they got me, and they know damn well I'm there. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter in the middle of the fucking night. You text me, you call me, I'm coming. What's wrong? I got you. That's how it is, and that's how it forever will be. Some friendships I have lost over this journey. The closeness, I wouldn't say lost a friendship, but I have lost the closeness of a friendship because I feel, y'all, I'm very big on respect. And in one friendship, I felt disrespected. And, I had to let that friendship kind of back up a little bit. But sometimes you have to do that to make sure you better. But as far as everything else, that's about it. I should be coming back with regular videos now because I'm steady, getting back together. I tried to go back to work. I lasted about 3 hours and I was like, nope, can't do it. I'm gone. Bye. So I'm waiting on my long-term disability to be approved and see what they say and things like that. But other than that, that is it. That's all that has been going on with me. The girls did turn 3 and 1. Kylie is walking. Again, if you are not a part of my Instagram, you need to just put a comment below that you sent a friend request, and I will approve you because I post personal pictures of my kids, and I don't trust too many people. Again, so. But that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. And that is all. Boop, boop. Get you some. Check y'all later.